I need some game, man. Tell me how you started these TikToks. What made you do them? How you and can you help me? And can you help me out, man?
Man, what I saw was I saw light skins and I saw people who I could dance better, and I was like, I feel like I look better than them, and I feel like I dance better than them. So I was like, I'm already confident in this, and I'm gonna just do it.
Okay.
Right. Then half the battle is, luckily I did it during COVID. So it was like homeschool, so I didn't have to go to school. And you know, when you have no followers, it's kind of embarrassing to post some TikToks. And then consistency. That's the main thing. I was just posting a lot, and then at Peace Jam for EYBL, I did it after every game, and we won Peace Jam.
So after every game, you did a TikTok.
Or actually, before the game, I'd post it, and we'd end up winning. Everybody once like, because we were there for like 2 weeks at Peace Jam. It was the COVID one. And everybody is like in my comments like, oh, what's the score? Like they want me to lose really bad, we didn't lose.
Yeah.
And we won. So like that's where like kind of the followers kind of came. Like I think I got like 250,000 at that point, and I was like, this is crazy.
Do you sit back and think of TikToks all day, like?
No. Like all the time? Not at all. It's for people think, man, I get the comments sometimes. I know if we lose a game, it's gonna be straight to my TikTok comments.
Oh, for sure.
Who's been your biggest collab on TikTok that you was like, this gonna give me numbers? I'm just gonna give me numbers.
I mean, I wasn't really like thinking like that, but it was probably Bronny was one of my biggest ones.
Like the McDonald's,
the McDonald's All-American game.
Please, how did you get Bronny to even do that? Because Bronny don't do nothing but what his daddy and them say, man. How did you get him to do that TikTok?
It was pretty easy. Like I had already set it up, and then he knew the dance, and I was like, "You want to be in this one?" He was like, "Yeah." And then it was just kind of simple. It takes like 5 seconds. People think it takes all day. I'm just on TikTok and I'm just thinking of ideas, not playing basketball, but. It takes 15 seconds.
So for an old head like Jackie,
like, oh yeah,
I look good.
He thought I was gonna say myself.
Yeah,
man.
For an old head like myself, how does the TikTok dance work? Like, is there like a tutorial that you follow? Because my kids do them as well. Is it like a tutorial that you watch and you watching them do the dance and then you do the dance?
A little bit, yeah. Like if I see one, I'm like, okay, I could do that. I'll save it. It in my thing, and then
I just don't know how y'all remember them.
I want to ask you this because we got this thing now. Well, he's seen when we first started this podcast, people will come up to me and they know me from movies, TV shows, and now the podcast. So me and him was in Vegas one day for the first time doing Summer League, and everybody would come up to me and be like, "Hey man, I love the podcast." Some people come out, "Hey man, I love you in this movie. I love you in this movie." And I'll come back to him and be like, "Yeah, that was for the movie. Yeah, that was for the podcast."
It was funny and annoying at the same time.
So it was just funny with that. But I want to know with you, what are you more recognizable at? Is it the TikToks or for basketball?
It's TikTok for sure.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I get called TikToker more than basketball player by far.
Hilarious.
By far, especially in college. Like people would like outside of Cameron indoor, like it's just, fans will just wait outside, but it was all people just there for my TikToks.
How do you feel about that?
I mean, it's cool. I mean, they're all just supporting me I built that platform. So it's cool that they even watch my TikToks. But sometimes I'm like, damn, like, am I good at basketball? Like, do y'all know I even play basketball?
But I like this because now you just got a lot of proven to do people wrong, man.
Exactly.
Like, you know what I'm saying? You can just, like, all the people that think I'm just a TikToker, you can do that, and all the people that your mama and daddy want to talk to, you can just prove they're wrong.
And that's my favorite part. I mean, that like throughout my whole life or throughout like the social media part of my life, everybody calls me TikTok. Like on the court, like as a diss. And I never thought of it as a diss. I'm like, all right. I mean,
you got a nickname?
Not really, no.
Oh shit, they might start calling you TikTok.
TikTok.
I mean, I guess that is the nickname, yeah.
How often do you get asked from people to do TikTok?
A lot.
That's what I want. Yeah. Like anybody that
one's tough to do. Like pictures is fine. The TikToks those are tough to do. I can't really do those when I'm like on the. He knows back there. He tries to. He's like, nah, we're good right now.
If your teammates ask you, would you do one with P?
Yeah.
Has any NBA player?
I don't know if he's down though. I know Maxey, he was not rocking with that.
Has any NBA player asked you yet to do one?
Yeah.
Nah, not asked me. Nah, I don't think so. Nah.
I don't think I got the TikTok. I don't got the TikTok down. I can dance though.
You'd be all right.
I don't know if I can remember.
Saved up. You know what I'm saying? He got one saved up.
You said you're gonna do one.
I definitely am.
One of our producers tried to do skits for a little bit during COVID, kind of like how you got into it, but he kind of fell off.
Damn.
Yeah, his name was White T. It was short-lived.
It was short-lived. They were pretty funny though.
Hey, what was the one that he did? He dressed up as like
the Martin.
Bro, he was
little Roscoe.
You just was saying when you was playing basketball, everybody was calling you TikToker
TikTok, yeah.
or whatever. and I think to your response, obviously you just show them your game or whatever. But I want to know this: are you a trash talker? TikTok? See, I just threw your TikTok name in there.
Yeah, that was good.
Are you a trash talker?
I would say so. I mean, usually I don't usually start it. It's usually when someone says something to me, and then I'll start talking. Like throughout the tournament, I was talking a lot. A lot of people were talking in the tournament. Yeah, I would say so.
Who's somebody you got like on their nerves? You like, yeah, I got him.
Nah, I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna, but I do know like when I played Camden, DJ Wagner and his team in high school, like that was dudes in the crowd is like, oh, like I was wearing 24 and he's like, hey, 2-4, you scared too. This is before the game. And then like, I remember my first three, like I put a 3 and I went like that. And I was like, I maybe should not have done that. I probably shouldn't have done that.
Put that away.
Let
me put that one away.
Sorry.
My fault. But that was a fun game. Me and DJ were talking trash a lot.